All right, Broncos country. This is what happens when it's 1 o'clock and you have nothing to do. You set your post free agency power rankings. And this is from a Broncos perspective. So I want to see where we're going to fall. I want to see where everybody in the AFC West will fall. And we will update these after camp. We'll update these after the draft. We'll update these. I'm going to turn my email off, I guess. What the hell was that? And then every game during the season, obviously, we'll update. And I do have an announcement coming for that, hopefully soon. I'll have a co-host for the power ranking shows that we'll do. It's looking like every Tuesday. That's what we're going to happen. But anyways, if you're new to this show, I'm Mike Carmelini. I host Mic'd Up Media Battles. We put those out every week. And hopefully you see your favorite podcasts and YouTube content creators have been on my show. And if you'd like to see them kind of battle it out, it's a fun show. Please like and subscribe. It helps me out a lot. All right, let's get into the rankings, though. So what you see in front of you, hopefully you see this, is kind of the general consensus that I found, NFL, PFF, ESPN, and this is where they're ranked by them. So I thought if you're in the chat, put your thoughts. Let's not spend too much time on these bottom feeders. We can nuke all these into space as far as I'm concerned. And also, one thing I thought is if we played them, what would the score be? We'll just shoot those off the cuff since we don't have much to go by. Let's leave the Titans. Let's leave them in last place. We'll leave them at 32. If they draft Cam Ward, I don't know. We'll see what happens. They could take Travis Hunter. But they haven't done anything to move the needle. I think we leave them in last. And the Giants, of course, we have to move them way up because they got Russ and Jameis. I'm just kidding. We're not moving them anywhere. They stay right where they are. Go Big Blue. I mean, I don't even know what they're doing there. What was their quarterback's name? They should have just kept that guy. None of this makes sense to me. Let's see if they say anything here. So the Giants they did some moves on defense, though. They got Golston, Adebo, and safety Holland. So they've made a few good moves, but man, Russell Wilson, I don't know about all that. I think Pittsburgh fans and Broncos fans have seen enough of that, right? Let's move Cleveland down here. I don't have anything good to say about Cleveland. They re-signed Garrett. They're still under that Watson debacle. I think we bump them down, and then let's put the Jags at 29. And they got rid of Christian Kirk. Nobody's really done anything to move the needle, so let's just keep moving. We're still in the we don't care area. Saints and Jets. We're beating both of these teams, obviously. Actually, I think the Jets would beat the Raiders. I'm putting the Raiders down here. I don't care about Pete Carroll and Geno Smith. Did Geno Smith move the needle for any of you guys? General consensus on my show is that it did not move the needle for anyone. But we'll put the Raiders at 27. We'll put the Jets at 26. And then let's just see if I have any notes on these guys. Jets got Fields. I wonder if has anybody talked about the Jets being in play for Shedeur Sanders? Would he fall that far? It'd be interesting. All right, let's go over here. We've got Patriots. Keep them at 25. Man. It's not that it's getting hard yet. It's just, I don't know how much difference it makes with these guys. If anybody has got a thought on moving the Colts and the Panthers, let me know. I just don't see at this point I don't know that I care enough to make any big changes, but I sure will if somebody has an issue in the comments. I'm trying to think of what I think Bryce Young came out in the second half and maybe did enough to, you know, make them feel a little bit better about their situation. But the Colts got, Daniel Jones. That's who I was trying to think of for the Giants, right? Like, so they got Anthony Richardson. Yeah, we'll leave the Colts above them. Gosh, Cowboys 22. Are they that big of a mess? I mean, I love it, but I don't know. Who's Atlanta got? Did Atlanta fix their? Oh, they're going with Michael Penix Jr. I've got a. I'm sorry. I'm going to put the Falcons at 22. I'm going to bump the Cowboys up just a little bit to just above them because I like Dak a little bit more than I trust Michael Penix Jr. at this point. So I think that's fair. And we're just setting these post free agency. I just want like a baseline to go forward so that I'm not using, I don't want to use, like I used other sites to kind of set this one up just to give me a head start. This was kind of a, when I was thinking about doing the very first one that's coming up. Well, anyways, I have an announcement on that later, but I haven't sealed everything and everything's not set in stone yet, but the hope is that I do have a guest host in mind. We're working out the details. So what's up, Richie Rich? I've got some details to give out, but if he's able to make this happen in a schedule, I'll have a 2-person show. It'll be out every Tuesday and we'll redo these, but I wanted to set like the initial power rankings. So Dolphins got Zach Wilson. So I'm bumping them up. They're getting a ex-Bronco QB bump up to ahead of the Cardinals. So there we go. And what's up, buddy? Now we've got the 49ers. Gosh, how did that even happen? I mean, thank you, by the way, for Dre and Hufanga. We'll sure take them. But man, they moved off of a lot of players. I got to leave them down here where they are. I'm actually kind of shocked they're still at 18. To be honest with you, that's a pretty high ranking for a team that did not do well last year and gave away some of their best players. Now the Seahawks below the Bears. I don't know about that, man. Sam Darnold, right? You got Clint Kubiak as their OC. I like what the Bears did. Everybody does their O-line and stuff, but I'm going to need to see more from them. So we're going to put them down there. Pittsburgh. Gosh, you know what? I might actually put Pittsburgh down here. Like, what the hell are they doing? Do they even have a quarterback yet? Oh, sure they do. They got Mason Rudolph. What was I thinking? Yeah, he's their quarterback. We'll bump the Seahawks up some. All right, we're getting into territory we need to start paying a little bit more attention here. Now, mind you, now I know PFF had the Broncos at 8. Everybody else had them down here at like 12, but let's set this right now. Do I also do that? Did I do that? Yeah, I did too. Okay, good. Rich says he's got the Sea Chickens above the Bears and the Steelers. I do too. I would bet that people in Seattle are pretty excited about having Sam Darnold up there. I know the guy gets injured, but man, he's good. And then their ex quarterback is sitting down here at 27. If you missed that, so not a lot of faith in Geno. I think Pete Carroll and them will make it interesting, but we're not moving there. They're gonna have to win their way up there. Okay, so here's where it gets a little tough. Now maybe this is me, but I am kind of sticking where this is. I will go Texans here. I know that CJ Stroud had a little bit of a sophomore slump, but man, he took 52 sacks. I think they'll be better this year. We'll see what they do. I'm not sure if trading Tunsil away was a good move for them, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. All right, we got Chargers. Oh, wait a minute. Actually, all right, I need to look ahead a little bit because I don't think the Bengals need to be up there. So let's go Bengals 14 and Houston 13. And then I would say I'll go Chargers here. Now, there's going to be a shakeup here at the top. Now, I'm starting to look at teams that the Broncos will beat. And I already see one of them right here. Actually, okay. Yeah. So did I catch that? Are you talking about, did I put the Bengals in the right place? What's up, Jetson? Did I pronounce that right? Jetson? Howdy. And so you're just going to do it all for me, Rich? All right, hang on. Let me see where we're at. I wish I had this a little bit. I'd like to look a little bit farther ahead, but I don't know that I can do that. All right. If I go like this, no. So Tampa are the Vikings going with JJ McCarthy? Here it gets tough. I think I'm gonna. Rich has got Green Bay, Rams, Tampa, Chargers. You got the Chargers high. Is that reverse order? You're putting the Chargers above Tampa Bay, the Rams, and Green Bay. Is that what you're saying, Rich? Good, Jetson. I'm glad I didn't screw that. I'm going to. I might be a little bit higher on, but I gotta bring Minnesota down a little bit for me. Now here's where we're getting to the point we're gonna have to put the Broncos on here with JJ McCarthy. This is my bias showing, but I've got to. Yeah, I know. Rich, I do agree. The Chargers are going to do well, but I can't put them higher than because that's me being biased. I'll let the analyst be real. I think I am going to slide. I'm going to slide the Broncos in here. I'm going to bring the Commanders down to earth a little bit, and I'm going to put the Packers back up above them. So anybody get in here? I see you guys in the chat. If you see something you strongly disagree with, I know Rich will because he disagrees with everything. That's my guy. Yeah. Yeah, look what they did last season. They're playing tough. Yeah, they're going to be a tough team, no doubt. But we should have taken care of business against them. I think we'll be better this year. I think we'll beat them. I mean, argument can be made to move when or post free agency, right? You could take any of these and kind of shuffle them anywhere from 12 to probably 8 or 7. Rich, I saw your comment about Green Bay sliding. I think the Commanders did some crazy stuff last year. I think that they could fall back too. but it's early yet. This is first blunt out. We're just taking 10 or 15 minutes here to. Oh, it's already been 15 minutes. Sorry about that, guys. 15 minutes to kind of set this up. All right. Let's do these guys. First of all, I'm not moving Philly. Super Bowl champs. Chiefs, we're moving down. Sorry. Now, here's where it gets tricky. I wonder what. Do I have any notes on. It's Kep Staley, Hopkins, Cooper Rush. Yeah, they haven't really done anything. That doesn't. Bills have, though. I'm putting the Bills up. Move Kansas City here. Detroit. Now that we got that set, what do we need to move? Healthy Detroit, Baltimore, Casey. Bills, Detroit. All right, so you got Baltimore first or Eagles first? I'm assuming you got Eagles first, which you're saying Bills, and you would have Detroit here. Actually, I can make that argument too. To swap these two. I don't like the way that happened. Swap. There. And there. I like that. So if we have. So I think on a neutral site, Kansas City and Detroit, I think the Chiefs lose that game. And then I think I will also. Gosh, the Pack. Like I want to punish the Commanders, but I don't know who to punish them with. I'm not putting the Broncos ahead of them. I think I could move the Chargers up to like right here, though. And if you guys know me, you know how much this pains me. But I would put them as a top 10 team. Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, let's be honest. I've got them third, right? So I've got Detroit third. We're not complaining too much there. And yeah, Rich, maybe we will. Maybe I need to fly. Maybe I just need to second guess this Green Bay, Minnesota thing. I'm trying to set that whole NFC North, right? But that could be an issue. I don't want to move the Broncos from 8, but I could be talked into flopping these or moving Minnesota up and moving Green Bay back down here. Yeah. So maybe that's the other way to do it is we go here and then we just bump these guys all up. And we slide. Gosh, you know what? I think the Chargers will beat Green Bay. God, I hate moving the Chargers up. Guys, you know I hate that, but damn it. All right. Tampa, Rams. Here it's where it kind of gets me. I don't care. I could probably flop this Bengals Seahawks one too, to be honest with you. Let's check the comments. It's mostly just Rich telling me what I'm doing wrong. Rest moves up. Washington, Denver move up. Green Bay down to what? Did I do that? I kind of already did that, right? Something like that. Close enough. All right, good. So we all agree. So yeah, we got the Denver Broncos sitting at 7th in the first mic'd up power rankings. I kind of like that. Um, it's a long rope before we get to the end of camp and the draft. But we get some. Am I seeing your comments late? I wonder why that is. Sorry. Are you on Twitter or are you on YouTube? Oh, it says you're on YouTube. So, yeah, I don't know, man. I'm like the least technical person that makes Broncos content. And also, just because you signed Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston, you go to last place. Who the hell? So that's Justin Fields, right? I kind of think this isn't set that bad. Like it doesn't really matter. Like remember a few years ago when the Broncos were always ranked? I think it was 2 years ago they had us ranked like 27th or 28th. And I remember tweeting at the beginning of that season that the year before it was the Texans that were in the exact same place and they ended up going to the playoffs and then the same thing happened to us. So, good luck Raiders. You're right in that sweet spot. Are you still trying to move pieces around, move Bengals down, see Seattle above them? Am I still seeing late comments? Or are we still trying to adjust? Any big Dallas Cowboys fans in here I need to worry about that are going to be miffed that their Cowboys are down here in the depths? Gosh, this one too. That's disappointing, isn't it? How much is Zach Wilson going to play this year with Tua oft injured? And then the Broncos signed a quarterback today, I saw. Everybody's down at the owner meetings in Palm Beach. So lucky them. So we should have some good content coming out from all our favorite shows. Richie Rich, you included. You guys have something to talk about on your show. Don't forget to check out Rich's show, Wild Wild West on MHRT Network. I hope I got that right. By the way, for the 24 of you people watching, or however many there are, Thursday night, speaking of MHRT and the 5280 podcast, Mike Mundungus and Johnny Baki from Nothing Rhymes in Orange and Blue will be on Thursday night to battle it out on a mic'd up episode. Hope you guys can join us. Hope you subscribe. And Rich, I get that right? Put down what nights you guys do the Wild Wild West. I don't have all that stuff in front of me right now, but I'd like to give you a shout out there. It's a great show. He's got Wild Wild West is an AFC West, like a 4-person show, and you've got the Raiders, the Chargers, whatever that lame red and white team is, and the Broncos are all represented by one host, and it's an amazing show that you should definitely check out. I think we're going to go with this, guys. I kind of like this. I sure like seeing the Broncos up here. I know that I've got some orange colored glasses. You can probably can't tell by the camera, but these are definitely orange. I think I like where this sits. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think of the rankings, what we should change. Like I said, I do have an announcement coming, but I can't. But I can't let you know yet. I just checked the messages. We'll be doing something, but I'm not sure exactly what it is. So, anyways, there will be a weekly power rankings during the season, and I will try and keep them short. I'm just not sure who I'm doing them with. I'm doing a couple shows this year with people, but we're still trying to decide on who's doing which format. So we'll hold off on that for today. I'm just real excited about making that announcement. It's coming. So Eagles, they're number one. I like the Bills sitting there in Detroit. Thank you for the help, guys, on ranking these. I really appreciate those comments. Let's see, Judson and Rich, especially. What do we got? Missed a couple. I don't think Green Bay is better than the Broncos. We're getting better, and they're pretty stagnant. Yeah. Is that T-Fishes? Yeah, and and we ended up that way. We still got Green Bay as a top 10 team. And again, I'm not going to spend like the off-season time really trying to stack this too much. the goal here was just, let's just get our initial like off-season free agency, rank where we're at right now. And I think this is a pretty good place to start. And this will all play itself out. I mean, you could go into the who would win on a neutral site 3 out of 4 games or whatever, and you could start playing that game and march these up. But I mean, at this point, let's get them on the board, and I'll save these, and then we can go from there. And yeah, thanks everybody for coming in. I like where we're at. Spend a little time with me. It's it's 1:30, and I got to write a show for Thursday night, but I just wanted to sit down and get this taken care of. I can't thank you guys enough for coming on and helping me do that. It was fun. Go Broncos, 7th. It's nice to debate whether they're a 12 to 8, 7 team instead of like, it's not like last year or the year before, it was like they were 27th, but are they really 24? I mean, those days are behind us, hopefully for a long time. We won't be worried about that for a while. So anyways, let's get out of here. I shall probably put my little outro video on there because I do that. And yeah, we will see you guys Thursday night, 7 o'clock. Should be a lot of fun. And thanks for watching this. Let's get out of here. We'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks.